Hey yo, what is up FPG fam? Further here and welcome back to another Aether Gazer video. As we wrap up 2023 heading into 2024, I wanted to go ahead and do a different video. Posted this a couple of days ago, and this is what the global Twitter page went ahead and posted for Aether Gazer, asking what are your wishes for 2024 for the upcoming year. And I went ahead and posted this, and I thought it'd be fun to go through the comments with you guys to see what the community's wishes are, what you guys want to see for global Aether Gazer in 2024. 2023 was an amazing year. Just to give you guys a quick backstory of my run with Aether Gazer Global, I didn't join the game right away, just in case you're unaware. I was not there for Tsukiyomi's banner. Reason being is because I knew about Aether Gazer for quite some time. I just never thought it would be a game that I would get into, just because I played a lot of hack and slash, like Honkai Impact 3rd, like Punishing Grey Raven. I thought it was going to be very similar, probably like a lot of you guys who played Aether Gazer and fell in love with it. You probably thought it was going to be very similar. What's going to set it apart? It's not going to be no different. What's the point, right? At least that was my thought process. And then Living Soul Osiris came out. I thought, why not? Let me go ahead and try the game out. Let me see if I could pull Living Soul Osiris, because I thought she was a very cool character just in general. And I ended up pulling her. I built her up and I played her. And then I found out that Aether Gazer is a very different game, not like any other, and it's very special. And so I fell in love, got addicted, and then I've been covering content for it ever since. And it's been the mainstay on the channel. Now, moving into 2024, I guess this is a bit of a channel update for you guys as well. Moving into 2024, Aether Gazer, of course, is going to be the mainstay. As we now got the CN account on the PC and the global, we're going to be grinding out both to provide you content for that. But there's going to be a lot of really cool games coming out in 2024 that I do want to cover on the channel alongside Aether Gazer, like Wuthering Waves and others. Wuthering Waves being the biggest one. There should be a beta coming out here really soon, because they're dropping so much. Well, I shouldn't say they're dropping so much. They have been dropping some things, but leakers, which you guys shouldn't be doing, you shouldn't be leaking, have been dropping a lot of things. And that just leads me to believe that there's a beta coming up, and then that game's going to be releasing probably, I would argue, around September or October of 2024. We can realistically see that game come out. So Wuthering Waves is going to be very prominent. I was covering that before Aether Gazer, and I'm really excited about that game. And then many others to come out, like Duet Night Abyss, Project Mugen, and others. So with that being said, that's going to be what we're looking forward to 2024. But with Aether Gazer specifically, you guys have been so supportive. The channel has seen tremendous growth since covering the game. The community has been fantastic, so kind, so supportive, and I just want to thank you guys heading into the new year for all that support, for everybody that has joined the FPG fam. I do truly appreciate it. Once again, Aether Gazer is going to be a mainstay here on the channel, and we're going to continue to cover it consistently for you guys and give you the best content that I possibly can. I want to try and up the amount of editing that I do. I want to stay consistent with the amount of uploads that I'm doing for you guys as well, and see how far we can take the channel, and then introduce new games as well, like Wuthering Waves, Duet Night Abyss, Project Mugen, and others that might come out, so that way we can play them alongside Aether Gazer. So thank you guys so much, and I cannot wait to see what 2024 has in store. Have really big plans, and cannot wait to see the growth. I'll probably put out some like goals of what I want to accomplish in 2024 on this post tomorrow. Not on this post, in a different post tomorrow, and then have that there, so that way the following year, as we approach 2025, see how far or how close we got to those goals, or see which goals we accomplished. I think that would be really cool, right? Anyways, with that being said, I know that was a bit long-winded. With that being said, let's go ahead and hop into these comments. And I am still a bit sick here, so you got to bear with me. I may have some coughs, so there might be some quick edits in here just to take those coughs out. But anyways, moving on, we have Z. I'm just going to call you Z. I don't want to butcher your name. Zen. Zenu Hell. Anyways, Z. I wish blessings for the devs and producers, that they become more happy, successful, and fulfilled, that they give us more great content and even greater player rewards. I like how you threw that in there right at the very end. Yeah, I agree. The developers, I think, for especially global, Yostar, Youngshi, have been fantastic with bringing quality of life updates faster to the global side than on the CN side. Not having us global players have to wait for those things, I think that would have been pretty redundant and not necessary. All the free-to-play currency that we've been receiving It's just been fantastic, and the route that they've taken for global has been really nice as well. So I think the developers have been doing such a great job, and I think there are some developers that do watch my channel, funny enough. So if you are watching this channel, any game developers from Aether, Gazer, Global, or CN, thank you guys so much. You guys have been doing a fantastic job. Keep it up, and we'll continue the praise and continue the support, right? Moving on from there, we have Bob. I wish that AG would get the recognition it deserves and more people would notice this hidden gem. I think that will be the case heading into 2024, if I'm being honest. I think as we move into 2.0, and I mentioned this before as well, and as we receive the PC client, which I think is coming sooner rather than later, I think more eyes will come onto AG, and I think it will start to get more recognition. Will it get the recognition it deserves? That is yet to be seen. We'll have to see if that's the case, but I do think that it will have more eyes on the game nonetheless. So, but I do agree with you, Bob. I really do. Moving on from there, Marco, what's going on? I appreciate you commenting. Have custom precise scans be the norm in between new banners. That would be nice. The thing is that might be too friendly. You have to remember that Aether, Gazer, Yosar, and Yongxi is a business. They do have to make money. That might just be a little too friendly as they are. That would be really cool, but that might be a little too generous, if you get what I'm saying. Have more ways to get sig functors and have more ways to obtain reconstructors. This is, see, the thing is that I agree with a lot of this, but the thing is once again, this comes down to being a business and generating revenue. If they do this, it might hinder it more than, sustain it, if that makes sense. And as much as that would be great for free-to-play players, it's just not sustainable for a business long-term when you are overly generous, right? They do have ways that you can get not sig functors per se, standard 5-star sig functors, which is very generous, I think, in that aspect. Not to mention, furthermore, the sig functors do remain forever. They never go away. You don't have to wait for a rerun sig functor banner to come back around. They're there always. I think that's incredibly generous. You don't see many gacha games do that. So sig functor wise, I mean, I think they're already pretty generous when it comes to that. And then the way that you awaken sig functors is very generous in that aspect. So to be able to get the specific one that you want. So I think sig functors, they're already overly generous. Have more ways to obtain reconstructors. I agree with that. The reconstructors are tough to come by. Albeit they do, have it in the shop and then have it in events. So the reconstructors, I mean, this is really only plaguing veteran players that are trying to build up multiple modifiers, in my opinion. But yeah, having more ways to get reconstructors would be nice. I'm not going to argue with that. And then I already talked about the precise scan. I just think that would be, once again, a little overly generous in that aspect. The reconstructor area is the top of my list because there's, yeah, I agree. Yeah, I agree with the reconstructors. The other two, not so much. It just wouldn't be, it wouldn't be too business savvy if they did that, if that makes sense. Okay, moving on to Ulmer. Ulmer, thank you for the comment. More multiplayer, agree. More content where you can play for your favorite team / mod. Yeah, I agree. More multiplayer, I hope, and I believe there is co-op, if I'm not mistaken. And I would like more multiplayer aspects in the game. That would be really nice. And then more content where you can play for your favorite team / mod. Not too sure what this might be in reference to. Ulmer, if you see this video, I guess elaborate a little bit more down in the comments below. I think you might just mean more content overall, or different content. I'm not too sure. Yeah, you can maybe explain what you mean down in the comments below, because all content, for the most part, I would say like 98%, you could play your favorite team or mod. So I'm not too sure what you mean by that. I'm assuming you mean like additional like more content than what we already have. Families, I appreciate the comment. I just wish that 2.0 comes faster so that we can play with those amazing looking new modifiers. Can't wait. Yeah, it's coming. It's coming. Grimjaw, I need Ethan to be playable, that's all. And yeah, co-op, that would be cool if Ethan was playable. And then co-op, yeah, co-op would be great. Nostradamus, okay, we got a bit here. Smooth, dedicated PC client. I think that's going to be coming sooner rather than later, but that is probably a 2024 thing. Add limited banner and their rerun every 3 months or so. Okay, I think that's something that can work. Add more endgame content, not just DPS check. Do you mean like specific mechanics and things like that? That would be cool. Bring more parry mechanics to the game. Yes, I agree. Like the Odin versus Gangchen in the CN version. I agree. Once again, I have the CN account, and I played some CN content that has the parry mechanic. I think that is a great idea. I think the parry mechanic should be something that's in the game in general. and that modifiers, maybe certain modifiers can do it, maybe not all of them, like especially the new ones. That would be really cool. That's all I wanted for Aether Gazer next year. Okay, perfect. I think those were great suggestions for 2024. AE64 blades. I just want a PC client. Yep, with good controller support, bro. Yeah, that's all I asked for. Yo, sorry, I beg you. I agree. That's going to be coming 2024. Edit implementing the 90 pity system from CN to global early would be great as well. That would be really cool also. I wouldn't be opposed to that. I think the pity system got introduced with Izanami, if I'm not mistaken. If they brought that a little bit earlier, which is a realistic thing, they could do that. That would be pretty cool. That would be something I would like to see. Very nice. Ismail, I just hoping for more resource collection since us global players having faster schedule to catch up to CN. We don't have too much time between new banner release. True. I mean, it's not. Yeah, it's a little difficult. I'm not gonna lie. The resource grind it's a grind. It is. Now they do provide those 7-day packs. I think what we need is like more coolants, to be honest with you, to refresh the stamina. But I understand what you're saying. It is a grind. I appreciate the free stamina and event currency every version. Oh, okay, yeah, they said it here because they make up shorter. Yeah, but no gacha currency for us. Yeah, but yeah, I agree with you. But no gacha currency for us. Yeah, but I think the shifted stars that they do give out, especially with events and stuff like that, have been pretty generous. I think you do get enough currency to certainly guarantee the modifier that you do want. Once again, you have foresight, so you know what you should be saving for anyways with global. But yeah, I get what you're saying. Mixed skill chains or more skill chains in general. Some modifiers only have one partner option. Yeah, now we know that this is something that's going to, continue because once again, we have that foresight with the CN version. But maybe on the CN side, they can start to mix those up. Because that would be cool, right? Because there are some skill chains that are just utterly useless, or some skill chains that you just don't want to use at all. So that's definitely understandable. I would like that as well. Wish for great success of Aether Gazer future. Same. S-rank Bastet, yes. Bastet and Anubis ult chain. This is perfect. This is exactly what I would want. An S-rank Bastet in 2024. That would be phenomenal. And then a Bastet Anubis ult chain. That's something that should have happened, right? That should be a thing. Let that be in 2024, yes. Let Osiris / Osser in the dorms. That is all. Is she not allowed in the dorms? Osser does it. Yeah, I thought. At the time, I didn't realize that since Osiris was... Okay, I was about to say, I pretty sure I have Osser in the dorms. Okay, anyways, moving on from there. Wish to get Lu Wu. Oh, all right. I wish you the best of luck, my friend. I wish they delete the raid off system and give us guaranteed pull. And delete Ethan, please. The Ethan hate. We got an Ethan love and then Ethan hate. The raid off, no. I want them to keep the... Like they have in the CN. You have the 90 pity guarantee. And then you have the 50-50. Where you could do 70 and then 140 guaranteed. They should keep that. That's something that... Because then you can choose. Right? You can decide what you want to do. I would like them to keep that. But the Ethan, I like Ethan. There's no reason to delete Ethan. I wish a console port, PS5 or Xbox. That would be extremely cool. Don't get me wrong. That would bring if it was on PS5, that would bring so many more eyes to the game. I just don't think that's realistic nor in the budget for Yosar and Yongshi. Maybe for a future game or maybe way down the road. But just right now, that's probably not realistic at all. PC client coming March 2024. That's an interesting time frame. I'm thinking it might be before then, to be quite honest with you. I'm thinking before then, but that might be spot on. Give me a PC client, please, and thank you. Yeah, PC client's gonna be the thing, right? That's what everybody wants, is a PC client. Better functor pull rates. They be trash. Actually not bad. Or a pity of like 40 for functors. Yeah, I mean, of course, we would all want that, right? I just don't think they're really that bad. And once again, they're there forever. Like, you can't really harp on the functors. You really can't. Because once again, they're there forever. Once they're in, they're in. And then, two, the rates aren't that bad for them, to be quite honest with you. I mean, I see what you're saying, but that's just my two thoughts and my two thoughts. Those are my 2 cents and my thoughts on the matter. Anyways, guys, that is the video for today. And if I sounded a lot, I don't know if I mentioned this earlier in the video, but I'm still sick. If I sound really muffled or deep in my voice, still sick. That's why I haven't done a part 3 for the live stream for the story. Hopefully I can do that for tomorrow. That'll be a great first stream for 2024 is to do part 3. But anyways, thank you guys for all the support once again. These were great suggestions. Once again, any developers from Aether Gazer, hopefully they take some of these into consideration. And cannot wait to see what 2024 has in store for us and the channel, the FBG fam. You guys have been amazing. I'll see you all in the next one. Remember to stand out, be different, have fun, go further beyond in everything that you do. My name is Cody. You call me further. I'll see you all next one. Bye, guys.